Yeah, I think in the recruiting sense, we voice it as we are never going to be the Man City, the Real Madrid, the Bayern Munich, right? That's the conversation, right?
Yeah.
That is truly the conversation. We voice it as you are coming here to compete as the mid-table team that's looking to do something special.
Hmm.
Um, is it going to be perfect every year? Probably not, because you're going to need a a talented class that helps propel the next groups forward, or is able to kind of get the experience in order to teach the younger groups how to compete at a good level. And that's kind of been the goal, right? That's always been kind of our recruiting goal. So naturally, the university caters to students that are first generation, caters to students that may come from not traditional academic backgrounds, right? Students that are going to be the first in their family to hopefully get a college education degree. So as a result, because of where the cost of education is for NJCU, we look at those types of environments. We
Hmm.
look at those high end players in those environments that are going to be the first, person in their family to get a degree. And when I ask my locker room, hey, who's going to be the first male in their family to get a higher education
Hmm.
degree, 90% of the locker room raises their hand.
Hmm.
On my coaching staff, out of my 5 coaches, 3 of us, 4 of us were the first um, male in their family to get a higher education degree. And I think we look for players that are similar to us. And fortunate enough, being from Clifton, understand what areas are going to have the player profile that fits your university. Unlucky for me, a lot of other universities in the NJAC have a similar, makeup of the player they're
Yeah.
recruiting, right? We're
Yeah.
all recruiting the same player. So it is, telling a player, hey, you can come to us and find those minutes that you might not find at the upper echelon of the NJAC,
Hmm.
and trying to create a team based on that. We've really started to look into the transfer portal. Naturally, we're very kind to transfer students at NJCU. So as a
In
result,
general, you mean that in general at
yeah,
NJCU?
yeah.
Yeah.
In general,
Yeah.
all of
Yeah.
NJCU, where we have a lot of we have a lot of relationships with community colleges that we give that we all their transfers credit
Hmm.
transfer over, right? All these kind of things that are catered to helping the student in the transition. We cater to. So fortunate enough, a lot of my roster is also your local kid than it is your maybe your high profile player that might have fallen through the cracks
Hmm.
or needs a place that they can kind of finally get their feet set in
Hmm.
college football. And then the opposite end is the transfer or the international pool.
Hmm.
We've been fortunate enough that um, students will transfer in from another university, or the international pool has favored coming to New York City or coming to a college that is a 14-minute train ride to New York
Yeah.
City.
Yeah.